Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a real quick Asian themed meal. This first little portion, it's actually two separate recipes. We're going to make one big meal out of it, and we're going to also make one big video out of it. This is called hibachi chicken, and I've already started cooking it. You're going to need a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of sesame oil. Best thing on the planet that you can have in your fridge for Asian meals. And it's rather cheap. It's about $2 or $3 a bottle, but you're not going to use much each time that you do use it, so it does last a little while. You do have to store it in your fridge though. Okay, so this is 1.5 chicken breasts, roughly 2 chicken breasts, maybe coming, one on the big side, one kind of on the smaller side, so I just said 1.5. Chop them up into bite-sized pieces. And like I said before, 1 tablespoon each of sesame oil and butter. And it's about done here, and I'm going to be adding the rest of the ingredients. So it's just about finished. Okay, and as soon as that gets done, I'll be right back. And we'll start the next little leg of this recipe. Okay, y'all, so the chicken is done. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. You're going to need to salt and pepper this to taste. So we'll go ahead and do that and get that done. And I did cut my heat down just a little bit. We're going to add our remaining tablespoon of butter. If I can get it out of my butter dish. Okay. And we're going to need, wipe off my hand, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I always use the reduced or low sodium. So, got that here. It's a brand new bottle, so I gotta get it open. There we go. So, we're gonna add 1/4 cup soy sauce. And you can add fresh garlic at this point. Minced 3 cloves of garlic, or you can add some garlic powder. So you need to stir all this up. And this is basically done. It doesn't take long at all, and the ingredients are minimal. The only other thing I have to do is I will need to toss this with some lemon juice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this cook just a few minutes in this little sauce that we made. And then show you the last portion of the recipe. And that's it. Yeah, it's real easy and simple and quick. Now let's give it a few minutes to simmer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so turn the heat off, and now the only thing we have left to do is add another tablespoon of sesame oil and just a few teaspoons of lemon juice, and that's it. It's all done. Now you can serve this over anything you would like. If you want some plain rice, you can serve it over that. I'm going to show y'all another recipe. Oops. And we're going to serve it over that. We're going to make some teriyaki noodles. And I have to get my pasta cooked first. So I'm going to cook that, and then I'm going to set it aside, and then we'll start this other recipe. So let me get my pasta cooked. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start this next recipe, which will go with our first recipe, but it is a separate recipe. I'm just putting them together. While my water is getting ready to boil for the noodles or pasta, we're going to go ahead and make our sauce. So you're going to need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're gonna need a tablespoon of brown sugar. And all of this is going to go in the same bowl, and then I'll show you what we'll do with it later. Let's see. We're going to need 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and I use the reduced sodium kind. You're going to need a tablespoon of honey. And about 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Ground ginger. Okay, we're going to stir all this up together. Oh, okay. Always making a mess. So after the pasta is done, we're going to throw it in a big skillet and put the sauce in with it, and basically we'll be done. Just have to heat it up, and that'll be it. All right. I'll see you back here when my spaghetti is done. We're using spaghetti noodles. You can use spaghetti. You can use, can you think of it? Linguine. You can use thin spaghetti. You could probably just use anything you would want. I would stick with either spaghetti or linguine though. All right, I'll see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all. So this is gonna go real quick. You need to take a teaspoon of sesame oil and heat up in your skillet. Now, if you use fresh garlic, this would be about the time that you would throw that in. But if you remember correctly, the sauce that I made, we put some garlic powder in there. So you're going to take the sauce that you made, stir it up again to make sure none of it's settled at the bottom. Pour it in. And then you're going to take your 8 ounces of spaghetti noodles. We're going to put those in. While this is on medium-high heat, and I'm going to stir all this up. And toss your noodles in the sauce. And I may make it just a little bit more. That way I can have just a little bit extra. Because to me, this is not enough. Give me just a few minutes. Let me make some more. Okay, y'all. So I forgot that I had put ginger in that a while ago, not garlic. So I made me a little bit more sauce. And I put garlic in it. So if you want to, you can add your garlic powder into your sauce. That way it'll kind of dissolve. But this is much better. I like this much better. So you can always make you a double batch of sauce, especially when it's listed separately in the, not listed separately, but sort of listed separately in the recipe to where you can separate it. So this is basically a sauce made out of soy sauce as its base and some noodles. And I'm going to mix it with this chicken. And we're going to have an Asian style dinner tonight. So you're going to take your hibachi chicken. I'm going to mix it with this. If a little bit of the sauce gets in there, it's fine. Or you can leave it separate. You do not have to add it together, but I'm going to put mine together. I wish I had some green onions, but I don't. This was kind of last minute decision on this. Okay, we're gonna have some Asian tonight, and some chicken and noodles, basically. Let me plate this up so I can show you. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. Looks delicious, tastes delicious, smells awesome. And I'm gonna sprinkle some of these Asian style crunchy noodles on top and serve it. This is what they look like. Green onions would be perfect on this, sliced green onions. But if you don't have it, that's okay. Red pepper flakes, a little bit of sriracha, some of that would probably be good as well. You can also put yum yum sauce on it if you prefer. I'm gonna leave it just like this. Okay, kind of plain, but it kind of works into a budget. It didn't cost much at all to make. I just basically needed all the spices, all that, some chicken breast, and 8 ounces of spaghetti noodles. That's it. And then the rest I already had. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.